Point number 2, serving others in the name of Christ is a win-win-win. It was about 1995. I was in Incarnation Lutheran Church in North Oaks, and there was a woman by the name of Ginny Sundberg, who was wonderful, but also I got to know her because her husband, the Reverend Dr. Walter Skip Sundberg, taught church history at Luther Seminary, and he made church history exciting to me, which means Skip is a miracle worker. But I was at the community center, kind of working out, when Ginny came up to me and we had a friendship, and their daughters were in confirmation, and I ran confirmation there. And Ginny came up to me and she said, "You know, David, you ever thought about running?" And I thought, well, that's kind of an odd thing to say. Do I need to run? But she said, "You know what? You need to run because you want to have the runner's high." And she went on for about 7 minutes talking about a runner's high. Not just because of Ginny, but I started running because I fell in love with a woman by the name of Joy Pellicci, whose father is Ferruccio Pellicci, who's 100% Italian and 100% Catholic, and I'm 100% Norwegian and 100% Lutheran, and I didn't know if he would like me, so we went running. And then we did 5Ks and 10Ks, and then half marathons, and then we did marathons, and in 5 years I ran 11 marathons. Because Ginny thought I should go run and find that runner's high. I hated to run. Marathons? Bad idea. You want to run one? Talk to me. Talk to Pastor Matthew or Hannah. They've run less. They're smarter. My favorite experience right around St. Thomas. I can't stand that campus. I can't stand Summit Avenue at mile 23. And I was better at eating training food than I was training. You just ask God to take your life. I felt particularly bad one time. There was a police officer that was standing in an intersection. He had to be 6'5". I walked up to him and I said, "What do I have to say to your mother to have you put me in jail?" He looked down at me, he said, "Move it." And I did, slowly. But the point of this is that on my mother's honor, I asked God to give me one marathon where I felt good. I wanted to have a runner's high once. I was running down Summit Avenue in a marathon, and I was waving at people. I don't wave at people anyway. But I was waving. If it wouldn't have been weird, I would have kissed babies like a politician. I was in such a good mood. I was skipping. My father-in-law was like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I am just loving this." And all this is so true. I crossed that finish line, and I retired from running. I haven't run since. Don't look, don't judge. But I had asked God one time, I wanted to feel good, and when that happened, I quit. Like Forrest Gump in the movie, I just stopped running. The point of that long story, I promise you, with more certainty than the great Ginny Sundberg, that when you serve others in the name of Christ, you will have a server's high. Guaranteed. Every time you say something nice to someone, it will give you a buzz. Every time you go out of your way and do something kind for somebody else, you will feel good. Now, we'll start there because it's not the deepest level of caring, but it also feels good. And that's one of the wins. The second win is it's great for the person who is served. Has there ever been a time when someone has said something nice to you and you said in your soul, "I wish they wouldn't"? I can't believe that person said that I seemed good today, or that was good, or the music was good, or you're just a good friend. And what about the last win? It's a win-win-win, because when we take good care of the people who belong to God, which is everyone, God is happy. If you're good to my children, I'm good with you. If you look at them with honesty and you even tell them something that they need because they need to sharpen part of their life, I'm good with it. But if you look upon them with loving kindness, makes my heart warm. Serving others in the name of Christ is a win-win-win. I don't know how many wins we have in society right now. How many times do we even have a win-win? What I'm saying to you, my friends in Christ, is that when we serve others in the name of Christ, it is a win-win-win, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. Servers high.